Hey everybody, are we live? Anybody hear me? Looks like we got, where it just told me there were some people waiting. I don't know where it went to. 15 people waiting are here. So appreciate everybody that's stopping by. We haven't had much action on the channel lately. Moose is here with me too. You guys can just barely see him. So it looks like Kirk, Mark, Pirates Cove, CRB, Joe, Kevin, Treetop, Kenneth, and Nick so far all here. Thanks for stopping by, everybody. Kirk, thanks for coming. Excited to see what's going on. Get some free merch. That's right. At some point, we're going to have a chance to win some stickers. Some of you guys probably already have stickers, but these are the only ones I have. I need to get some new ones made with the Bare Metal 55, but we'll do a sticker giveaway at some point. Hey, David. Hey, Joe. Outboard Tinkerer, Cooter Cruncher. Brian. Hey, Brian. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, I haven't been, you guys all know I haven't been doing much on the channel lately with the shoulder and winter and all that stuff. So I just thought I'd do a live. Wasn't sure if we'd get too many people in here or not, but up to 28. So already exceeding my expectations. Thanks a bunch, everybody. We'll talk about event I'm going to go to in the 55 this year and just a few other things. And anything you guys want to talk about, any questions you guys got. Let's see who else we got. Raymond, thanks for dropping by. Do It Myself Garage. Kevin, Hubie's Garage. Hey, Jeff. Lonnie. Hey, Lonnie. Joe. And Mike Nath. Hey, Mike, how's it going? Thanks for stopping by. What are all you guys up to tonight? Anything exciting? Must not have anything too crazy going on if you got time to come do this. Josh, you need to get another hoodie. Yeah, Josh, I bought 2 hoodies from, he's talking about the Tri-5 Mob hoodie. Some of these guys are Josh's member of the mob. A couple other mob guys might be in here. I bought 2 and I kind of ruined one. So it became kind of my working in the shop one and going to work one. And then this one I tried to save for, when it's a little cleaner. And I didn't wear it for a long, long time. And then I put it on and I realized it's like a different sweatshirt. Like it's a different brand. And I just don't like it. It's really thin and the waist, like the elastic band isn't great. So anyways, need to order another one, but then you never know what you're going to get, I guess. These came from, is that Teespring over on Tri-5 Mob? I don't know. Anyways, I should get another one too, because I really don't like to wear this one because it's, just not great. Let's see who else we got. Tom, Michael, Kevin, David, Bobby, Brian. Yeah, David, did you get one too like this, David? Like the first one I got, I really liked. It was thick. It was like a different brand, just much nicer. And this one is just kind of cheap. They paid the same price for it, I guess. But I don't know if there's any way. Maybe I'll talk to Craig and see if there's any way you can figure out which one you're getting or whatever. One of the things I've done over my time that I haven't worked for like 2.5 months because I had my shoulder surgery. So it's doing better. Like my arm works. You can see I'm not in a sling. I can use my arm, brush my teeth, and eat and everything that a guy likes to do. But I'm still not allowed to like lift anything. And I'm not supposed to like reach up in the air and reach out and grab things because the repair they did in there, I guess, takes 3 months to like heal and scar over. And until that point, I could really easily rip it back out and have to start all over. So I still have been really limited on, even though I feel like I can start doing some stuff, the doctor says, no, don't, I'm supposed to, like he called it like a T-Rex. I'm supposed to be like this with this arm, other than going to physical therapy where they have me lifting it and doing stuff under supervision. So just trying to do what they tell me to do because I don't want to start all over with this. It is no fun. Hey, Craig, thanks for stopping by. Who else have I missed here? That's what I was getting ready to say, David. So one of the things I've done over this time I haven't been working is I started a, what's it called, a Shopify store. I'm no expert at it by any means, but I'm trying to do some other stuff there, but maybe I'll have a way, if I design some hats and sweatshirts, I'll have a store to sell that stuff in. So I'm trying to get that stuff figured out. There's a lot to it, but I think I kind of got it figured out. I haven't designed anything. I just didn't know if there'd really be enough of a call for it, but I'd like to get some made at least for myself. And then I'll have a few, maybe we'll do like a pre-order thing. If you guys want some stuff, let me know. But once I come up with some designs, I'll put them out there. Terry Bledsoe, thanks for stopping by, Terry. Coop Z. Yeah, Terry is up kind of late, isn't he, Craig? Yeah, Kevin says, be careful, do what they say. Yeah, I do not want to go through another 3 months of this. I don't want to say I haven't done nothing. I've actually kept myself pretty busy, like I said, doing that Shopify thing. I used to be, this is probably more information you guys care about. I used to be really big into like cycling, road cycling and such. And so I have a trainer, so I've been riding my bike a lot inside. And that's probably the only thing that's kept me sane over this time is I spend probably average of 2 or more hours a day riding my silly bicycle. And I'm glad I was able to do that because I would be probably just feel like a big bloated turd or something, big blob. And I feel actually pretty good considering I haven't really been able to do anything. Let's see. 40 people now. You guys are awesome. Hey, Mook, how's it going? Yeah, I'm actually, Brian, I'm probably in the best shape I've been in a long time just because I haven't had time to do anything else or I couldn't do anything else. I've been riding my bike so much. And it feels good to kind of, have a little bit of that endurance back again. I used to be in really, not like I'm bragging or anything, but I used to be in really, really good shape. I was probably like 30 pounds lighter. And yeah, that's 10 years ago, but I'd like to get some of it back. I got to be careful because I do have this little heart issue. So my wife's always reminding me about that. I'm allowed to exercise and ride my bike and stuff, but I'm not supposed to do like high intensity stuff. So got to be careful on that. So let's see. Yeah, Moose is being kind of shy here, Michael. I sat this chair up here because he always comes and tries to crawl on me, so he sat on the chair, but he doesn't want to be the star of the show today. Neither do I. That's all right. We're here anyways, huh, Moose? It's been, we had some, everybody else probably had it too. We had like, seriously, like 42 below zero a while ago, and it was, Moose was cooped up in the house for quite a while. We got a snowstorm a couple days ago, so he's been in again. But the weather's been pretty nice for January, February. We had like 50 degrees last week. Roads were all dry. If I wanted to kind of drive the car, but my driveway is a snowy, muddy mess still, so couldn't do that. Yeah, your pup looks like a handful there, Craig. Moose here doesn't take much work. He just does his own thing. Takes care of the mice for me. So he's pretty easy. Sometimes I don't even see him for a couple days. Sorry, I'm trying to keep up with the chat here too. Oh, Mook, you had a kidney stone removed. I've never had that, but that doesn't sound fun. I'm guessing it wasn't. Let us know if it was, but I'm sure it wasn't. Kevin asked how hunting season was. Hunting season was good in the sense that I usually don't. I said I used to be really into cycling. I used to also be really into hunting and bow hunting, especially. And now I still am, but I got so much stuff going on. So now I like to go because I spend time with my son. He's like bow hunting is life for him, and so we got out quite a bit. And he did shoot a really nice big bull. I had some pictures posted somewhere. Maybe I'll show you some on my phone later if I think about it. But so he got a good bull and a nice buck. I didn't get anything, but I just like to go out with him, and do it with him or for him. So that's kind of my take on that. And we do, it's something we do every year. I do probably a little less every year, but I just like to go with him. He's getting, also my dad, he's not getting younger. So we try to go, with him every year a few times too. So. Yeah, Brian says he needs a mouse or moose. I think there's no mice around here. He does a pretty good job. He leaves them on the doorstep and just laying in the garage. We'll find like their little treasures he leaves for us. Mike says the garage looks nice with white walls. Thanks, Mike. I haven't really I finished this like a day or two before I had surgery, and I've really only been out here a couple times. So I still don't have. It's kind of bare. Like it's just. I could show you more of it, but it all looks the same. Just plain white walls. I don't have any of my like banners or anything up. I got to figure out how to do some shelves and try to create a little more storage because I threw away a ton of stuff when I was moving everything around, but I still have way more stuff than a guy needs or, stuff. I don't have more stuff than I have room for. So I got to build some shelves. some stuff like that. I left you can see the lid. If you look in the back there, there's no sheetrock on the lid, and most guys would probably put sheetrock in there, but I left it open because I have so much stuff stored up there. So I'm probably going to leave it like that. So maybe someday I will put some sheetrock up there. Let's see. Coop Z Racing, are you going to Rocky Mountain Race Week again sometime? That's one of the things I want to talk about tonight. I am not going to Rocky Mountain Race Week, not this year anyways. Obviously I wanted to the last 2 years. Now I got the car mostly ready. We'll talk about what I got to do still. But Rocky Mountain Race Week, as a lot of you guys know, maybe the track in Denver closed down, and they're having troubles at the track in, was it Kearney or Great Bend? Great Bend, I think. Anyways, so they're still doing Rocky Mountain Race Week. It's still called Rocky Mountain Race Week, but it's all Oklahoma and Texas. And that's quite a haul for me. And I would have still done it, but there's a new one this year called Big Sky Race Week. And so that's what I just entered in. And as you could guess by the name, maybe Big Sky Race Week, it's here in the great state of Montana. So it's right by my house. I mean, it's across the whole state. So it's not like right by my house, but it is definitely closer. The start point is only 2 hours away from me. So that is, let's see, what are the dates? I wrote it down here because I can't remember anything. June 16th. So June 16th through the 21st, I'm going to do Big Sky Race Week in the Bare Metal 55. I got quite a bit of stuff I got to get going or get done to it still. Yeah, David, Great Bend. I think Great Bend is one last year was shut down. They're resurfacing it. Anyways, they decided to, whatever reasons it's all in Oklahoma and Texas here. So too far for me, means I have this one closer. Now, Big Sky Race Week, it's the very first year of ever doing it. So, it was like, is it going to be, how big is it going to be? Is it going to be cool or whatever? But it's sold out already. This one, I think Rocky Mountain Race Week does 300-ish cars. Big Sky Race Week only did 150, and I suppose that's probably because it's their first year and they want to keep it a little bit smaller. But it did sell out, so there's at least 150 cars. There's I don't know if you guys just watched Sick Week, just happened down in Florida. There's the racers, but then there's also like Sick Ward, and Rocky Mountain Race Week has Road Week. So Big Sky Race Week also has a Road Week, so people that don't want to race can still go and participate. So it should be a pretty good time. For some reason, I just got into watching all those things on YouTube, and it's just something I want to try and do. So that's what we got going first. So before June, I have quite a list of things. Even though the car is done and I can hop in the car and drive it, I still have things that I got to do. And there's things that, working out some bugs or some things that from driving it, I already, have to change or fix. So lots to do there. Yeah, Mook, that's what I was just saying. The white walls, it's just like a big bear cave in here. I got some banners and some man cave type stuff. I used to have quite a bit of stuff, and I'll have to try to do that. That's one of the things I thought I could do when I was kind of healing, but they don't want me like reaching and hammering. And so maybe another week or two go by, I'll feel like I can start doing some stuff like that. I don't want to do too much though. Hebe says, Banner family's looking for new property. That's what I heard. Hopefully they can get another track going down there. David says maybe in a video can show what it takes to pass tech. I'm going to try to do that when I go to tech because I have tons of questions about that too. And maybe there's some out there, but I haven't really, every time you ask a question about tech, everybody's got something else to say. They just will read your rule book, but I don't know. I'm trying to follow the rules and I have everything hopefully done here that I need to do. So maybe I will try to make a video of passing tech and show that to you guys. And I know they say it's kind of different at every track depending on how strict the guy is. What else we got? Blending with there, but yeah, it is. It's bright and kind of blinding in here, Terry. I don't have good lighting. I tried to turn the lights off because I don't know, the lights are shining up above me, and I got to angle it down. And someday maybe I can get something set up where I have better lighting to do stuff. Yeah, I don't want to fall off a ladder, do it myself. That's for sure. That would be bad. Paint Montana garage on the wall. I need to do something in here for sure. I'd like to say I have a lot of stuff to hang up. I just got to get around to it. So one thing I did this last weekend that was pretty cool. My 55 back here, other than when I was a little fella, my dad had tons of 55s when I was growing up, but in recent memory, in my memory that I can think of anyways, in my memory, the only 55 I can remember ever riding in is this one. Like I say, I know when I was little, my uncles and my dad had other 55s, and I can think about being in mine. I remember a time being in my uncle's 56 Nomad because he got pulled over by the police. But I've never really ridden in another 55. And this last weekend, I got to go see my friend Brian, and I haven't seen him on here. Maybe he's on here. I don't know. He's probably got something better to do. But he just got his 55 done, and it is pretty darn cool. And he lives in Billings, a couple hours away from me. But the weather was nice, and I was down there for the weekend, and I don't know if you guys can see this or how I show it to you. But that's his 55. Got kind of a patina paint job, and interior is all leather. He's got the leather seats and the stereo and all the fancy stuff. He's got an LS3 and a TKO 6-speed, and that thing is a beast. We went for quite a good drive, and he got on a little bit, and I was impressed. Gets me fired up because that's the kind of stuff I want to do to my Chevelle if I ever get around to it. See, just trying to catch up again here. 53 now, guys. Thanks. Yeah, having looked that it's a really nice car, and it's a cool story a little bit. To me, it's a cool story because that car this car behind me used to be my dad's, and that car I just showed you also used to be my dad's. But he didn't have it for a long time. I found it in a field when I was in high school. Somebody told me that this guy was moving. He had a couple of 55s sitting out behind his house. And so I went and talked to the guy, and he had that 55 Bel Air sedan and a 55 hardtop. And the hardtop was a little bit rougher, but I told my dad about it. We went out there. He bought them both on the spot. Sold the hardtop not too long later to, got all the money back from the deal he bought to buy both of them. And then he got that sedan, Bel Air sedan running. It had the 6-cylinder, it was all original. He drove it around a little bit, and then I don't remember what happened to it, but he sat, and he just finally at one point my buddy talked him out of it. So Brian's had it for, I don't even know, 10 or 15 years now, but he finally got her on the road. Dad's cars rock. That's true, Craig. I know that yours was your dad's. I'm not going to say it's true about the second part you said there about the hard tops, but everybody's got their opinions about that. Mook can't stop looking at the eyebrows. I tried to strategically place myself in front of the car because there's nothing else cool to look in here. The 57's next to me, but it's all covered up and buried in junk, even though I think it looks pretty cool too. So yeah, it was pretty fun riding in that 55. Gets me fired up. I mean, mine's just old bare bones kind of race car, loud, rattly. His is all done, and it's just super cool. Hopefully, some point I should have took some pictures of it or something, and I didn't. But maybe I'll get him to let me. He says he doesn't ever want to be on video, but maybe I'll get him to let me do a walk around in the car or something next time I'm down there. Bobby, what's been the most difficult part in building your 55? Oh, for me, it's probably the most difficult part, and maybe that's not what you're looking for, but just deciding things and figuring out what I want to do. It's been hard, even though I kind of had a vision of I want kind of a drag car, street car, and kind of bare bones. It's hard to decide how to do things or what wheels to get and that sort of stuff. As far as doing the actual work, what's been the hardest part? I don't have to think about that. Everything's been giving me trouble along the way for sure, but that's just because I really don't know what I'm doing. Hubie's going to have some work on a 55 hardtop on his channel. You guys should go check that out. He makes some cool videos if you haven't already. Josh at Pirates Cove is getting a 56 hardtop. I don't know about all these hardtops, guys. You're going to give Craig a complex. He's going to think he's right. Craig asks, I'm still happy with the shark skin. It was called Shark Hide, I believe. And I am happy. It still looks like the day I put it on, but the car just sits inside. I mean, I drove it quite a bit this, late summer and fall once I finally got it on the road, but never, I think I got rained on once. I still haven't washed it. It's all dusty and everything from being in here when I was doing the remodel of the shop. So it needs washed, but still looks like the day I did it as far as I can tell. So far, so good. We'll have to see how it holds up this summer because it's going to look like that for sure, it's probably going to stay like this forever. Who am I kidding? I'm probably not going to do anything to it, but at least through this summer, it's going to stay bare metal. Josh thinks it's cool. So do I. Thanks, Josh. Hey, Dan, thanks for stopping by. Yeah, hopefully I'll have the 55 out some, and we'll go for a ride or something. How's that? I passed you up there in Big Sky once in a while. Working away, I'm sure. Terry Bledsoe, smart, he says sedan for him. David, he's really lost touch with reality. He's got a wagon and 2 hardtops, so he needs to get himself a sedan. I like hardtops too, and I don't want to tell Craig this, but I wish I had one too. Mike says he liked how I talked through the process. Yeah, I just try to kind of show what I'm doing, and I try to show my mistakes, and maybe they're not super duper entertaining, but I'm trying to be entertaining, but also maybe show somebody that they could do it too, or how to do it, or see if I can help somebody out. Thanks for agreeing. That looks nice, bare metal, Kevin. Angela Wheelis, what size is your shop? 30 by 36. So, it's a lot bigger than a lot of people have. Of course, you always wish it was bigger, but I can get 3 cars in here. It's pretty tight to really work on anything with 3, but with 2, there's room to work on 2 cars and have room to do other stuff. So I wish I would have made it bigger, but that's what I could do at the time, and it works. I would love to have a 210 hardtop, David. Raymond's got a 57 Bel Air 2-door post. Yeah, nobody would say no to a 55 hardtop, probably. Somebody at the very beginning of this, I apologize, I caught it, but I didn't address it, asked me about the DD Speed Shop 57 Chevy. And yeah, it is, I sold that car. I didn't really want to, but I had to pay for everything I was doing to this one. And we all know I wasn't really a 4-door guy, so I wanted to make it into a 2-door, but somebody came along and wanted it worse than me, I guess. So somebody in Spokane bought it. So if you're in that area, you might see it. Seemed like a nice guy, had grandkids, and he sent me pictures of them being out using it and stuff when he first bought it. So that's cool that it's probably getting used more than I used it. All right, so just trying to get caught up with this. I really appreciate all you guys stopping by again. So leave myself some notes because didn't really have anything super crazy to talk about. I want to tell you guys I'm doing that Big Sky race week. And so like David said, I'll try to do a video of like tech, but I'm also obviously going to try to do videos. I don't know if I have time to like post one along the way each day, but I'm going to do videos about that. And I have a list of things that I have to do to the car to get it ready again. And that's what I was trying to do last year with Rocky Mountain Race Week. And I was struggling so much to try to get everything done. I didn't make time to make videos. I had all this footage, and I was having a hard time, getting the videos out to you guys. So I'm going to try to do better, obviously, at that this year as we get ready for this race week. And it's June, so that's really not that far away, considering I'm making excuses already, but I haven't worked for 3 months, or by the time I can go back to work, it's going to be 3 months, and I got work lined up already. So once I can do stuff, I'm going to be busy, trying to get caught up with that. So I got to really buckle down and get this stuff done to the car. So I made a short list just so I didn't remember. So must do before race week. Look, there's Moose back I'm trying to point at it. You guys can't. He's in the car. I can't figure out how to point at him on the camera there. Getting cat hair all over my stuff. Dang it, Moose. Anyhow, he likes it in there. Usually he sleeps in he's got a little nest in the 57 delivery over here. But I'm going to try to make some videos of getting ready for the race week. And if you guys, I think I said it in a video. I know I've talked to a couple of you guys about it. The one thing I got to do is I have a carburetor on this thing, and I cannot get the dang thing to work. It has like an off idle stumble. And I've read all the books, I've watched all the videos, and I feel like I'm a pretty smart guy. I'm not a carburetor expert by any means, but I've tried a bunch of stuff, and I cannot get the stumble to go away. I thought, well, I even messed with the ignition timing and made sure it didn't have vacuum leaks, put all new gaskets, blah, blah, blah. And it just has like a really bad off idle stumble, and make some changes in it. Kind of changes it a little bit, but it never goes away. So I think I'm going to take the carburetor back off, and because I've tried so much stuff, I'm going to take it back off and put it all back to like stock, how I started, even though that's where I was doing it, and try to start again and figure that out. And eventually I'll get it. But man, I spent the last few weekends just messing with the carburetor, go around the block, mess with the carburetor, go around the block. Think it's better, then it's back. So I got to deal with that. I don't want to just give up and buy a different carburetor because I want to fix it, but I kind of want a different carburetor anyways because I got a vacuum secondary and I want to put a double pumper on there. So maybe I'll just bypass all the headache and buy a different one, but I want to fix it first. So that's one of the things I got to do. And also, I've done several videos about this, the oil pan. I put the one-piece oil pan gasket on from Felpro. I used the wrong one and it was leaking. I bought a new gasket and put the right gasket on it and it still leaked. Then I took it all apart and put a new timing cover and a new oil pan on it. And guess what? It's still freaking leaking. It's not bad. I mean, it just weeps out, but I don't want it leaking. So I guess I got to freaking deal with that again. I don't know if I just need to try a different. I used to just always use the cork, the regular old gaskets, and eventually they would leak. They wouldn't leak right away. So that's why I went with this Felpro thing, and everybody seems to like them, but I can't get it to not leak. So I don't know. Try again on the oil pan. Transmission pops out of second gear, and I already knew that, and it's not a huge hassle, but I'm probably going to try to fix that, as well as on my wish list before Rocky Mountain Race Week is a gear vendor's overdrive. So, we got like 900 miles of highway driving between the racetracks, and I got 456 gears. I got pretty tall tires, so it's not really bad, but I can't remember what the RPM is, probably like 3,000 RPM at 65 miles an hour or something. So I wanted to do the overdrive so I can make that a little better. Sorry, checking the chat again. Hey, Doug, thanks for stopping by. Yeah, I'm healing up pretty good. It's just taking time, I guess, before I can do anything. Hubie, it'd be cool if we could all do an event together. Yeah, it would be. Maybe we can do. You should come to Big Sky Race Week. You're a Montana guy now, right? Everybody knows. CRB says he knows a guy that can fix it. Everybody knows a guy that can fix it. I might have to find a guy that can fix it if I can't fix it myself. Hubie, I have those one-piece Felpros leak too. It's leaking right where the oil pan sits on the timing cover, where that, and I got it as tight as it'll go, which is tighter than you should have it, and still drips out of there. Spice Dude wants to know where Moose is. He's in the back of the car. You should be able to see him back there, right back there, sitting in the package tray. He didn't want to, I guess must have been being too loud for him. Terry Bledsoe's always checking for new content. I'm trying to get more up, Terry. Short Pampers says DD Speed Shop 57 is still in Spokane, so he must have been seeing it around. Oh, no, that's the guy that bought it. Hey, thanks for stopping by. I can't remember your name. I'm sorry. Hope you're enjoying it and you're getting some good use out of it. Probably, like I said, getting a lot more use out of it than I was getting around here. It's not a bobblehead cat. It's an actual cat, believe it or not. How many HPs in the beast? I don't know. I've never had it on a dyno. I call it 90s fast because back in the 90s it was kind of fast, but I mean, probably can't keep up with your basic, little freaking Trailblazer right now, probably. Small block Chevy, camel hump heads. It's got a bigger cam in it. I don't remember the specs. I lost the cam card like 20 years ago, probably. Who knows? Then 4-barrel aluminum intake heads or headers. So I don't know, 350 horsepower, maybe 400, probably not. I don't know. My brother-in-law, I haven't seen him on here, but he does have a dyno. So I'm hoping to get it up there maybe this summer and put it on the dyno, and we can find out. And also do some tuning so I can figure out where I want the timing. And it's got pretty high compression pistons in it. So I have trouble if I have to retard the timing a little bit or I get get detonation, you know. So I want to figure out the happy medium of all that. Oh, Hebe's having some trouble with his property. That's too bad. Hopefully you get that worked out. So let's go back to the list. Pirates go between 3 and 4. Yeah, that's what I always say. I was 350 horsepower, 300. I don't know. It's enough to spin the tires, snap your head back, and have fun. It probably, I did drag race it back in 1990. I had really crappy tires, and all it would do is spin, and it ran like low 13, like 13.0 something, with the same engine, same transmission, and a 411 posi. But like I say, I had no traction whatsoever. So I put all this stuff in there, roll bar and all this stuff, because you have to have that to go less than 11. Don't quote me on this because I haven't looked at it forever. I think less than 1150, you need a lot of that stuff. And I'm probably not going to go that fast, or I'm not going to go that fast, at least not right now. But eventually I want to maybe put a bigger, a different power plant in it that will make enough power to go that fast. So I just wanted to, wanted to look like a race car and maybe someday actually be fast like a race car. All right, Brian, thanks for stopping by. If you don't make it back, I appreciate you always watching the videos and commenting and stopping in here. And I think you bought my wife's book and everything. Really appreciate all the support. Hopefully we'll see you back. So back to my list here. Transmission, I want to do the gear vendors. People say I shouldn't do the gear vendors, just put like a TKO or a 5 or 6 speed in it, and maybe you could do that. I kind of like the old school feel of the, like the Hurst 4-speed. And with the gear vendors, I've never used one or never had one, but doing my research, you get one clutchless shift, like on the quarter mile. So you can pop the clutch in first gear, and then you hit the overdrive button, and that's your first shift. You go, ups your ratio or whatever, then you shift second, third, fourth. So maybe helps a little bit for that. So I want to go that route. They're not real cheap, so I got to figure out how to take care of that part of it. Ray says may not go that fast, but it sure does sound good. Yeah, I really like the way it sounds. And speaking of the way it sounds, that's another thing that's on my list is an exhaust system. I just threw the glass packs on it that were on it before, and then with the new rear end and some cross members under there, the whole exhaust, it was garbage and rusty anyways. It wouldn't fit all the way out back up over the axle. So I got glass packs mounted right to the header, and then like a couple feet of pipe, and then it's just cut off. So it sounds good, but the exhaust is under the car, so you get a little bit of exhaust smell in the car while you're driving it. And so I want to put a real exhaust system on it. I'd like to come out behind the rear wheels, but I might be lazy and just pop out in front of the rear wheels. But I just need to get it out from under the car so we get rid of some of the exhaust. And then I'm probably going to put like a cutout on it, probably not an electronic one, but just like, that you've seen the plates where you take the 4 bolts off and take a plate off, because I'm not going to be cutting it in and out every day, but like when I go racing, I'll probably take the cutouts off. So that's the plan for the exhaust, and I'm trying to decide. I like to do everything myself, but I've never done that. I should probably be able to figure it out. So I'll probably buy a kit and then spend a bunch of time cutting and grinding and welding and screw it up, and then take it somewhere and have them fix it. Hopefully not, but that's what my plan is on the exhaust. Yes, it's fast, and no, you can't drive it. Yeah, I should get that sticker on there. It's kind of fast. I don't know if it's fast. I think it's kind of quick. Thanks, Hubie. I have a lot more footage of the videos I just never put out because I was trying to get ready for Rocky Mountain Race Week and scrambling for time, and I wish I would have just kept up with it along the way. 40 Series 2-chamber Flowmaster. I'll look into those, Josh. I was watching Roadkill a while ago, and Freiberger put something on. I can't remember what car he was working on. Just some Summit kind of open chamber, and they were pretty loud. And I'm into loud, so I was thinking about going with those. David says, "What do you think about electric cutout exhaust?" I don't have any problem with them. The 57, that DD Speed Shop car had that, and maybe he can pipe in if they're still working. But they worked fine. But I don't know. This one's just not that fancy, I think I just thought I might just do the manual plates where you just unbolt them. I know Craig has electric cutouts. I don't know if he's still here on his car, and I think he had a little bit of issues with them, but he got them fixed again. And I don't know if I don't have any experience with them other than that 57 had them, so they're probably fine, but probably cheaper just to go the other way. Yeah, Hubie, I think that's one of the advantages is you get that clutchless shift on the drag strip for the gear vendor, and then also I don't know the strengths of all the transmissions. I think a 700 is not known to be super strong, so it's better to have a 400, or a lot of guys even use a power glide or whatever, and then have that overdrive because I think this. I'm not an expert, I might be wrong, but I think you just get a little more strength, and then you have the option to have the overdrive. And he says the electric cutouts still work good. They're kind of fun for cruising nights. Yeah, they were kind of fun. Whenever my son would drive it, that's the first thing he would do is flip the cutout switch. I thought it sounded better because I'm old. I like the way it sounded better with the exhaust, but you can always tell when my son was in it. He drove it quite a bit because the cutouts were open. Are there grizzlies in your area? Have you ever seen one hunting? There are grizzlies in my area. They're not like next door to my house or nothing, but yes, pretty much anywhere around here you go hunting is bear country. And I've seen, I saw 3 one time, a sow and 2 cubs, when I was like out on foot in the woods hunting, but they were a drainage over, so they were a mile away going the other way. So I've never had a close encounter, but my son, not last year, but the year before, came within him and a buddy within like 30 yards of a grizzly. Then it started like circling them, and they had bear spray and pistol. The guy had a pistol and he just shot it in the air, and then it ran away a little bit, but it circled around, and they had to go there in like a deep canyon, and they had to go the way the bear went to get out of there. So they had a good story to tell, and maybe someday I'll have him tell the actual details. I don't remember, but they got the hell out of there. I carry bear spray if I'm bow hunting, maybe a pistol, usually just bear spray because you got to be able to hit something with the pistol. And a lot of people they won't even go out, like especially if they're not from around here. They hear about the bears and they don't want to go. So I don't worry about them so much that I won't go out. But you got to be aware, I guess. And I always have bear spray, especially if I'm just bow hunting, because I bow hunt with a wooden bow, a stick and a string, not a compound bow. So even less chance of being effective. There's a lot of black bears too. They're a little less. You don't have to worry about them so much. My son's a big bear hunter, and he's got a couple bears the last couple of years. So we see a lot of those because we're actually going looking for them. Where we're looking, there's grizzlies too, but they're not. We're a little further from where the grizzlies are concentrated, but they can be anywhere. Wingnut wants to know my thoughts on the wiring harness. It's the only one I've used, so I can't compare it to a Painless or whatever the other brands are. But I bought the American Auto Wire, classic upgrade kit, I think it's called. And I thought it was great. There's a couple things that maybe I'm not super stoked about. So they give you a new ignition switch, and that's cool. But it just it's not the exact same design. Like I think the other one looked better, The headlight switch, I did have a little trouble with the headlight switch, just that the headlights were cutting in and out. I called them. I messed it a little bit. I couldn't get it to work. I called them, and they just sent me a new one. So their customer service was great. And then instead of putting the new one in, I kind of messed it a little bit more, and it just like the connection, I had to pry a couple of the prongs apart, and now it seems fine. So all that works great. I haven't had, the instructions were good. I had to make a lot of changes, and everybody probably does, but if you can follow the instructions, you can probably do it. And I mean, it seemed like quality wire, good instructions. So I would recommend it. If I do another one, that's the company I'm going to use. If there was anything you would change on the 55, what would it be? I don't know, David. I don't know if I'd change anything, but I just need to finish some stuff. I still need to get some more interior. It's really loud and rattling there, so I need to figure out something for the door panels and stuff. But I really don't know. Okay, the one thing I would change is I went with the Caltrax and leaf spring suspension just because it was a little bit cheaper and easier than redoing everything and putting like a 4-link or a ladder bar under there. But I wish I would have done that. And I don't know, this is supposed to work good on the drag strip, and I'll still have to find out about that. But I wish I could get it to sit a little lower in the back just for the stance. And so like with a ladder bar or a 4-link, I could probably have it sitting a little lower. So that would probably be the one thing I would change. It still costs a lot of money by the time I bought new leaf springs and those Caltrax. It was a little cheaper than going with like a whole new 4-link, but I probably could have just done that and I would have been a little more happy. It would have been a little more work too, and I'm maybe not smart enough to do it. So that's why I went with this way. Son had a black bear in the yard in Four Corners, not far from you. I actually just bought a house in Belgrade and I helped him move in last week. And that's cool. Yeah, we've had, I've seen bears out in, he knows Belgrade, so he'll know just outside of Belgrade towards Dry Creek, just out in the prairie out there. I mean, it's just, the bear was probably from the Bridgers, but he was a long ways from the Bridgers and he crossed that Dry Creek Road right in front of you one day. So they can be anywhere. CRB fired up and let it rumble. I should probably maybe do that. I haven't started it since I parked it and it's been 40 below and the battery's probably dead. So I probably won't even mess with trying today. You'd probably change the oil leak issue. That's a good, yeah, Josh, I wish I could probably change the oil pan gasket, or I'm tired of messing with that. So yeah. And the other thing with oil is my valve covers are not, there's not a baffle under the vent or the fill. So I got one side's got a fill cap with like a vent in it. It's kind of open on the bottom side with some mesh in it or whatever. And the other side's got a PCV valve, and that's kind of how I heard you're supposed to do it. But the side that's open with the cap, it's not baffled underneath there. So oil's getting out of the vented cap. So I need to either figure out, I don't know if they're tall enough off the rockers to put some kind of baffle in there to keep the oil in there, or if I need to get different valve covers, because it's not like super bad, but it like sprinkles a little bit of oil on the header and the wiring that's over there. And so I'm always wiping that up. So that's another thing I got to do. Yeah, replace the valve covers. If I'm going to do race week, I almost bought a roof rack last weekend because a guy had one for a 57 Chevy. I got to have a way to carry spare tires. I'll have one other person with me, and I can either leave the back seat in or take the back seat out, and I'll have plenty of room for like tools and everything. But just the tires, I should probably have different tires. If it rains, you don't want to be driving on these slicks on the highway. So I plan on having different tires and wheels, and so I need a way to carry those, either roof rack. Moose is digging around over here. Roof rack or a hitch rack or a little trailer. I'd prefer to have a little trailer because if you watch Dragon Drives, trailer burnouts are the best part, right? So we got to be able to do trailer burnouts. So then I got to put a hitch on it. So I got to figure that out. Howie says the stance is perfect. I'd like it too, Howie, but in a perfect world, I wish I could get it a little bit lower in the back. David, I bought a Dorman oil pan. I actually switched. Everybody said, you got to get rid of that cheap Chinese chrome. And so I got I think it's a Dorman oil pan and a different, I don't remember the make of the timing cover, but I bought a new oil pan and new timing cover and new gaskets and put it all back together, and it still leaks. David says a Jeep hitch fits 55. I actually already bought a hitch. I can't remember what it's from, like a 70s or 80s, or it's from like a Ford van or something. I saw a video on it. The problem is I've done the spring pocket kit, so my frame rails have like a notch in them where the rear hanger is, and that's where the hitch goes. So I'm going to have to shorten it and then try to find some other way to brace it up in there, but we'll figure something out. Kevin's Rust said they make baffled grommets. I'll have to look into that. Thanks for the tip. Yeah, I haven't seen those. But yeah, that's a problem on my 57 also, the oil getting out of the valve cover. And I don't have room for baffles in there because the valve covers are right on top of the rockers, and I can't put tall valve covers on it because then it'll hit the firewall. So I got to figure out. Over there on the 57 delivery, I was going to put like an oil catch can, but I got one. I just never put it on. Let's see what else is on my list to do with the 55 before we go to race week. Spare wheels and tires, exhaust, we talked about that. Oh, adjust the clutch. So the clutch, it's a 4-speed, and for whatever reason, when I put it all together, the clutch is high. Just when it's released, the clutch was maybe not a couple inches, but higher than the brake pedal. And so I crawled under there and I found a way to adjust it down. But once I did that, now it's like I don't have it. It's like I don't have enough tension. Like I got to like pop it off the floor, and it kind of makes a squeaking sound. So I got to figure that out. I'm sure it's just another adjustment, or I need a stronger spring. I have the spring under the dash that goes in the 55, but I also have the spring down on the clutch fork. So maybe combination of messing with that stuff or readjusting will fix that. Short Peppers, the Wrangler hitch is almost bolt on. I put one on the 57. Yeah, I think the one I have is pretty much bolt on too. But like I said, with the notches in the frame, it hits the leaf spring. So you gotta shorten it, and then I'll have to find a different way to cross brace it or something. I'm not gonna be pulling a bunch of weight, but I still gotta have something good. Moose is turning his back to you guys again. Moose, gotta give the people what they want. Back to the list. Adjust the clutch and alignment. I just got lucky on, I still haven't had it aligned. I have it I looked at it and I was like, yeah, that looks pretty good. And that's how I've been driving it. And it actually drives really straight, but I'm sure it's not good. So there's a guy here that does a lot of racing, that does alignments. Everybody says, take it to Tom's. So that's the guy you got to go to, Tom's Alignment. And my brother-in-law was just at a fundraiser for one of the racetracks. And that Tom's Alignment guy was raffling off a alignment. So my brother-in-law bought it for me. So Merry Christmas to me. So I got to go into Tom's once the weather's nice and get my alignment taken care of. So that'll be one less thing to do to check off the list. One thing I won't be doing myself. So that's all the stuff, all the main stuff I got to do for race week. But there is a few other things that are just, that need done still. I want to put new glass in it. The glass isn't bad, but the passenger side window is broken. I had a kid throw a rock at me a long time ago when it was parked in the yard. Some of the glass is kind of pitted because whoever was doing a lot of the welding on it didn't cover up the glass all the time. So it's not bad. You can see, you can see through it. So it might stay how it is, but I want to put new glass in it. I got to do something with the door jambs. The door jambs are kind of either orange or yellow, depending on which part you're looking at. And if I'm going to leave it bare metal, I don't know if I want to, it's just a lot of work to sand all that down in those little nooks and crannies bare metal. So I may try to paint them like a silver color that would match the bare metal. I don't know. I got to do something with that. I have all the weather stripping. I still got to put all that on. Obviously, I got to do something with the door panels first, or the door jambs first. Trim, I got to find what trim I have. The trim's probably not going to show up really good on the bare metal, but I do want to put the trim on just so I don't just have the holes. I have a pile of it up here in the rafters. I know my big spears are pretty bent, and I don't know. I just got to go through it and see what I have and what I don't have. I know Craig probably isn't still here. I haven't seen him chime in, but he had some trim for sale. Maybe David, do you still got some trim you need to get rid of? I might be looking for some. What else is on the list here? Door jambs, weather stripping, the trim, alignment. We just talked about that. I don't have the sun visors on the inside. One of them is I have the passenger side. I think the driver's side is broken, like the little spot where it bolts on is broken. And you kind of need those. That sun gets right in the guy's eyes when you're driving it. So I need to figure out something there. I probably better figure that out before Rocky Mountain Race Week. And this one too, windshield wipers, I should probably figure out before Rocky Mountain Race Week. I have a wiper motor, but the little plastic activator piece is broken. So I need to see if I can replace just that or rebuild it or whatever. I still need to do the interior garnish moldings and the door panels. Rear package shelf needs some work. I don't have a heater in it yet. The heater core, I got some issues going on with that, so I need to figure that out. And I think we pretty much talked about everything else. So let's do this. We got, holy cow, 61 people in here right now. We're going to, what do I do with them? We're going to give away some stickers because I appreciate you guys all being here. And I stole this idea from my buddy BW. If you guys watch BW's Garage, if you don't, you should. He does a live, I think, every Friday night. And he does this thing where you pick a number to win stickers. So I'm going to just copy him because he's a genius, and we're going to do that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the Google random number generator. Random number generator.
2.
And let's see, right now we have 54 people, I guess. So I'm going to generate a number between 1 and 54. And I got the number. So now you guys just type in away. And so guess a number between 1 and 54. First person that I see that gets the number. If it goes by kind of fast, I might miss it. But the first person that I see the number, I'll send you some stickers. How about that? So keep on guessing away because I don't see her yet. Dude, I wish I had some cool music to play, but you can't play music on YouTube or they take all your money away. I need to get my 25 cents. Nick, 28. Somehow I can't figure out how to get this on. 28. First one I saw was Nick Weg. Nick, I may or may not have your email address or your address. I don't know if I've sent you anything or not. So send me your email address. Either I know that you've chatted with me on Instagram or to montanagarage55@gmail.com. Send me your address and I will send you some stickers. So how about that? And because you guys are all super cool, I'm going to write Nick's name down so I don't forget that I owe Nick stickers. And now there's 58 of us. We're going to do it again. I got some stickers to get rid of, so. Okay, now we're doing a number between 1 and 58, and we'll give away another pair of stickers. One of each. Yeah, my camera I can't see it. All right, I better pay attention here. I haven't seen it yet, so if I missed it, I apologize. David Bacon, number 10. All right, David, you get stickers. I think you probably already got some, but you can sticker something else up. And then Mike Nath, and I think Kirk. I can't remember your last name, Kirk. If you're still here, you two are members. You guys have joined. I have a channel membership, and you guys are kind of the newest ones, Mike and Kirk. I don't remember your last name, Kirk, and I don't see on here. I don't know if you're, but you guys, just for being members, you get stickers. So that was part of when you joined up. But if you haven't sent me an email address or an address, I can't send you the stickers. So Mike and Kirk, if you guys want to send me your address to montanagarage55@gmail.com, my email address is always in the video description. So if you don't have it, I'll type it in here too. So if you send me your address, you guys that are members and you haven't got stickers yet, I'll send you stickers. If you want to join, all you got to do is click the join button. I don't know if it's on this live thing, but on any video, there's like a join button and you'll get stickers. And sometimes I do like videos that are only for members and stuff like that. So, and it's only a couple bucks a month. Spice Dude, I probably would. I can't ship Moose to you because he's really my daughter's cat, and she would be upset, and I would probably be upset too. Moose, Spice Dude wants to see you. All right, I'm supposed to be typing my email address in here. I thought I already did it, but it didn't work out, I don't think. All right, so montanagarage55@gmail.com. If you guys want stickers, let me send me your address, like I said, and I'll send you stickers. If you guys are members, send me stickers, or send me your address, I'll send you stickers. If you want to become a member, hit the join button. And if you just want to buy some stickers, if you do, I think we have a thing called like a super chat, and I really don't care, but if you do a super chat at $5, I'll send you stickers too. I don't even know how that works, but somewhere there's a button that says super chat. Some of you guys have done it before, and I appreciate it. Every little bit helps for, I got to buy that gear vendor over there. It's like $3,000. The other thing, being we're talking about supporting the channel, I just got watching is the best way. Watching is the best way to support me. But if you're buying stuff on Amazon, I have Montana Garage Amazon store. Just Google that, and anything you click through that link, then I get a couple bucks too. And then Moose gets fed, and we can buy speed parts. So really appreciate that. Jeff's daughter loves the video with Moose wearing the welding goggles. Yeah, I need to get. I bought him goggles. Because when I first started this, he was out here a lot, and people were actually saying, you need to protect his eyes. And so I bought these goggles. He really doesn't like wearing them, let's be honest. I got him a little hard hat, and there's something else, like some socks or something that were like kind of like welding gloves, we'd call them. I've put him on a few times, and I just don't like torturing him. So he doesn't. He kind of puts up a fit, but he does all right with it. But I need to train him. I need to break him in so we can get him out here welding and helping a little bit more. Where are we at here? 54 minutes. So I was going to go for about an hour, so I don't keep you guys all night. So we're almost there. It seems like what else is on my list of what telling you guys I got to do. I think I've done everything I need to do. Oh, so what other projects that we might be doing? Have to say yeah, David says hit the thumbs up button. Thanks for anybody that's done that. It helps again with the I can't even see where the 51 people have done it, and there's 53 here, so people have come and gone. So if you haven't hit the thumbs up button, yeah, do that. David suggested. I appreciate it. That helps with the algorithm. And my channel has kind of tanked lately because I have not been out here doing, or I haven't been putting videos up, and so I used to get quite a few more views, and I'm trying to get it back up there. So I appreciate any help with all that. I'm going to be a little more active, and I might even do this. Beans, I thought this was pretty cool. I had 50 to 60 people in here, so I'll do it again next Monday night. We're going to call it Montana Garage Mondays, and I don't know if we'll do it every Monday, but let's just say we'll do it every Monday until you guys get sick of it. So next Monday, same time, same place, we'll come back here and give away some more stickers, and I don't know what we'll talk about then because I already told you about race week. So you guys will have to have good questions or something, or I'm going to have nothing to say. Moose, he doesn't help out with the conversation. He just sits there and he's just looking at the car. He can't just look at it. He can't stop looking at it either. Howie Mook is heading out, so thanks, Howie. Appreciate you stopping by again and always watching the channel. I know you're always watching, you're always commenting. I appreciate that. I have your sticker that you gave me, and I think on the 55 Beans, it's kind of like a drag car. I'm going to put some stickers like on both sides in the rear side glass. So we'll put some of your guys' stickers there, and have like Holly and MSD and like race car type stickers. But I'll put some of your guys' stickers on there too that have shared stickers with me. Jeff from Hebe's Garage has a Hilborn. I don't know. Most of you guys probably know I got a Hilborn injected big block on this 57 delivery. He says has been giving him fits. Finally decided to tear the 55 gas apart and send it out to paint. Oh, that's cool. Let's get painted. My Hilborn was giving me fits too, and I'll be honest with you, I did not mess with it all summer. I don't think I even started the car all summer. So that's embarrassing to say. But that brings me to upcoming projects. So we talked about the list of crap I have to do at the 55. I have a small list, and I forgot to grab it, but I have a list of things to do for the 57. And then I want to get that on the road this summer too. So we're going to be working kind of mostly on the bare metal 55, but we're going to get going on the Hilborn injected 57 delivery because that thing needs to see some time on the road this summer. My dad has a 57 Chevy two-door sedan, and I haven't seen him. I know he watches my videos. I haven't seen him on this tonight. It's past 8 o'clock, so it's almost 8 o'clock, so he's probably in bed. Just kidding, Dad. So I don't know if he's on here. I haven't seen him. He's got a two-door sedan, 57 Chevy that he bought a few years ago, and it's just bare bones. It's a 150, and I'm not saying bare bones by that, but it's primered. Interior is kind of gutted, but most of it's there. It's got a 283 in it, and automatic. And it was somebody started a project, and it sat for years and years and years, and then we found it, and my dad scooped it up, and he was going to have it running in the first 2 weeks. Well, that's been 5 years, probably now, 4 or 5 years now, and he has had it running, but he hasn't driven it yet. Excuse me. So I'm either going to go down there and spend a few days with him, and we need to get that thing on the road for him this summer, or I'm going to try to steal it from him. I'm just going to go get it and trailer it home and do what we need to do. It's mostly small stuff, like it needs a new fuel tank and the fuel system gone through. But there's probably a lot of stuff once I start looking at it. But I know that I think one of his floor pans is pretty bad, and he wants to get that either fixed or patched, or I don't know if we'll fix it for real, or just fix it so he doesn't fall through it. I'll probably, if I have it, I'll probably just try to put a new pan in it for him. Anyways, so hopefully you'll see some of that 57 Chevy two-door 150 two-door sedan content hopefully coming up in the spring while I'm working on this other stuff. And a lot of you guys know this, and it's been in some of the older videos, but I have a 69 Chevelle, and that car is going to be, I want to do LS and all the stuff that my buddy's 55 has in it that's super cool. That thing, it impressed the hell out of me this last weekend, and I would like to see my Chevelle be able to do that same stuff still. I just need a lot of money, and I'll do that. Anyways, hopefully we'll get started on it. That's going to be a long-term project, and that's technically my wife's car. She might be watching, so I got to say that, but really it'll be my car. She's not watching. I hope she's not watching. All right, back to the comments. Sorry, guys, I've been blabbing. Hebe says Mondays look great, so yeah, we'll do it again next Monday. We'll go from there. I don't know if I'm going to do it every Monday. Yeah, Steve, the 57 is a 150, so that's, I think those are kind of cool because it kind of looks like a 55 still, kind of. Bobby, thank you for coming. He don't remember. Do you have a clear coat on the 55? So Jerry, the 55, I have a video. If you go back a few videos, it's called Shark Hide Metal Protectant, and I don't know where the can of it is, or I'd show it to you. but it's called Shark Hide Metal Protectant. So it's like it's a wipe on. I guess it's clear coat because there's actually a layer on there. So to get it off, you have to use like a thinner and get it to wipe it off. But so, yep, that's what's protecting the bare metal. And so far it looks like the day I did it. So I'm happy with it. And I think it put kind of a nice little sheen on it. I'm really stoked about the way it looks actually, or how it turned out. I got a few streaks in it, like, because I'm an amateur at installing it or applying it, but Jeff Kinsey, when are you starting on the Chevelle? Well, to be honest with you, I planned on starting on the Chevelle this winter before this whole shoulder thing happened. I was going to take, once I decided to do the garage, put the sheetrock up, I was going to put the 57 in the house garage and bring the Chevelle over here, and we were going to work on that this winter. Now nothing's happened this winter because of my shoulder surgery, but hopefully sooner than later, we'll get going on it. I'm not going to it's going to be a long-term project just because it's going to be, hard to finance or, expensive, but I want to get going on it. There's a lot of stuff I can do. It's like a big model. The car's got all new sheet metal on it. There's not a spot of rust on the whole car. I have all new trim, all the chrome and all the bumpers are all brand new. It's got, wheels and tires. I have everything, but I have a transmission. I have everything but the engine. So, it's like a big model. I just got to put it together and, and paint it and do all the little stuff. But I really like them. It's a 69 Chevelle. It's not an SS, but the guy that I bought it from bought all the SS trim and emblems and the dash stuff. And I'm not an expert, but he said it was everything to make it a clone SS. I'm not trying to rip anybody off and say it's an SS. We're never going to sell it anyways, but we'll make it look like an SS. She's going to be black, chrome wheels, maybe either a red or white SS stripe on the side of it. My wife doesn't really like that idea, but like I said, it's my car, not hers. Everyone stay safe, get them back on the road. Thanks for coming, Josh. Lonnie, thanks for coming. Sorry if I already missed you guys. They're dipping out. Pirate School, everyone stay safe. Well, I just saw something else I wanted to answer. Guess I was imagining things. Oh, Hebe says that's cool. Your dad has 57, the red 55 hardtop on my channel is my dad's, but I am caretaker of it. That's cool. Yeah. I mean, you guys probably know this was my dad's car too, so that's the way it is. I'm caretaker of it. And then he wanted a 55, but he found that 57, so he grabbed it. So I'd like to. He's not getting any younger like the rest of us, so I need to get it going for him so he can enjoy it a little bit. He doesn't want to like paint it and do it. He just wants to get it like it is and drive it and do burnouts. So that's our goal. Yeah, unfortunately, I only took a picture or two of the car the day we loaded it up, and it's been kind of jammed in the side of his house with a tarp on it, so I don't even really have any pictures of it. But it's a primer gray 57 150 with no trim on it. So there you go. You can imagine what that looks like. And it looks cool, but we need to do some work to it. And I figured I might as well do it for him because he's not getting it done. Terry Bledsoe, thanks for all the time filming. Hey, Terry and all you guys, thanks for watching it. It's only worth doing it if you guys watch it. And I don't get millions of views or thousands of views, whatever, but I enjoy doing it. It takes a lot of time, but I enjoy this stuff, like chatting with you guys and everybody commenting and telling me I did it wrong. Most people are pretty cool. I get some haters. I don't get a lot of that. I used to get more of that with, for some reason, people are really attached to that DD Speed Shop 57. And if I wasn't doing what their vision was, then I was getting some hate mail on that deal. But whatever, that's cool as long as people are enjoying it and watching it. I don't get much of that stuff anymore. But I really appreciate all you guys watching it. Kevin, see ya. Thanks for coming by. Raymond, yeah, they're not going anywhere, Raymond. The 57 was my uncle's. The 55 was my dad's. And, I got two kids, and we'll figure out who gets what someday. Right now, they don't get anything. Just kidding. So, all right, it's been, I think we're an hour and 3 minutes. So we'll let you guys get out of here. I really had fun doing this, and we'll do it again next Monday night. Hopefully we'll have another video out before then. I think this one will be working on painting the roll bar and a few other little things. So as usual, everything did not go to plan while I was doing that. So there's a little bit of hijinks in there. So make sure you watch that. And then we'll come back next Monday night and talk about it. Give me the courage to do spring pockets. Yeah, Terry, if I can do it, anybody can do it. I don't even know if I did it right. Mike Nath, thank you for coming, Mike, and always watching and commenting. Like I said, I don't think I have your email yet. Shoot it to me and I'll send you some stickers. Dan, thanks for watching. We'll have to get together again sometime. And I got some of your stickers already, but yeah, maybe I'll see you around riding around on your Harley or up in your Jeep or something, or at work. Cooter's going to practice my number guessing skills for a free sticker. Yeah, we'll do stickers again next week. So David, and who was the first guy? Nick, make sure you send me your emails. My phone's been beeping, so you probably already did. David, I probably already got yours. Yeah, so that's that. I'll let you guys get out of here. Thanks for watching. 55 Chevy's rule. Don't forget that. Everybody already knows. And we'll see you next Monday night. Make sure you stay tuned into the channel. We'll have a new video. I started working on it today. I'm kind of slow. It takes me a couple days to edit it and get it. Then YouTube's kind of slow getting it put up. So the next couple days, watch your video and like, share, comment, and all that stuff. And then we'll talk about it next Monday night. Thanks again for everybody that stopped by and that always watches. I can't thank you guys enough. So anyways, later. Moose, say goodbye.